Productivity is a ratio of actual output to total inputs. It is a measure of the efficiency of production. For businesses, measuring productivity growth is vital as it translates to higher profits and the continuation of business. The Protool, developed by the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council (NCPC), is a dynamic productivity measuring tool which assesses productivity levels and provides feedback on weak identifiable areas within a firm. Director of the NCPC, Fiona Hinkson, indicated that via funding from Competi Caribbean Partnership Facility, a product design and development company has been contracted to convert the Protool from its current Excel spreadsheet platform to an online application.
So right now we are going into full development, into making it an online platform. And so we are hoping that early next year we'll be able to launch a tool and to be able to encourage everyone to measure the productivity.
FastSolve is a product design and development company out of Trinidad and Tobago, contracted to develop the online version of the Protool while improving the customer experience and final output. Azim Abdul is the external director with FastSolve.
So what we're going to do is actually we've decoded the Excel data sheet, and we have our developers actually figuring out what are these kinds of formulas that people are working on. So we're at step one right now, which is actually engaging people with the Excel sheet as it exists right now, just to find out if it's actually useful in that form. And at the end of today's session, what we found out is, okay, there are a lot of things that need to be tweaked. So our first goal is actually figuring out which ones we're going to tweak, which ones we're going to leave alone, because time and resources permitting. The next step after that is actually creating a web platform itself.
From November 20th to 22nd, consultations were held with a cross-section of stakeholders, both in the private and public sectors, soliciting their feedback on possible improvements to the updated version of the Protool. The Protool is an innovative, first-of-its-kind product for St. Lucia and the region. Managing Director of Convert Solutions, Inc., Terence Elliott, said using the Protool is akin to getting a blood test, analyzing the results, and taking the necessary action.
I believe that information is powerful. It is key for business development. So any company looking to assess their performance and project into the future, improve on their operations, it will be something that would be hand in hand, that they need to have at hand as we go through.
Tasia Judah highlighted that the Protool could be employed effectively within the two businesses that she's involved in, Island Adventures, a touring company, and Solar Connections, a solar energy firm.
Solar Connections, it will help us in terms of how quickly we move stock and decide what are the problems that are stopping us from meeting goals that we may have set, whether it be short-term or long-term. And Island Adventures provides a service. It also helps a company like that where it comes to sales, the customer experience, efficiency, so how we use our assets to carry out those services. It would give us a lot of insight into those things and helping our operation just overall.
Consultant with Competi Caribbean, Dr. Kyron Swift, said Competi is pleased to continue providing support to the NCPC. Competi Caribbean's main purpose is to promote and stimulate the development of Caribbean economies through supporting the private sector. It is funded by the governments of Canada and the UK, the Caribbean Development Bank, and the Inter-American Development Bank.
We assisted in even the establishment of the NCPC, the establishment of a commercial court here. We're currently working on the development of an entire competitiveness agenda whose objective is really to change and to lift at a different level the way in which the country functions and punches above its weight at a global level.
The NCPC is hopeful that the online version of the Protool will improve the productivity data gathering by making the tool more accessible to the private sector. For the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, Glenn Simon reporting.